Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I am here to give a general money and prosperity reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Aries. This will be for a 2-week period from the 5th of April until the 18th of April included. And as I say, it is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. So please do feel free to pick up what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. While I'm preparing the deck, I've already cleansed the area several times because this is the third time I've tried to record your video. I keep getting interrupted. So while I am shuffling the deck and getting it prepared, if you would like to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, that would be very much appreciated. And also, if you are interested in having a private reading with me, you could possibly win one by subscribing to the channel and writing the word subscribed underneath my giveaway video, which will be linked in the description box below this video, as will all the other readings for that 2-week period. So if you know your moon, your rising, or your Venus, you can check those out. If you're a cross watcher, welcome. You can go and check out your own sign as well. Okay, so that's the housekeeping done. Let's point the camera down and see what is in store for my lovely Aries. I am using Juliet Sharman Burke's Tarot. This is with the Beginner's Guide to Tarot book. I don't know if it's got a particular name to it. It's just called Tarot, and it has the Beginner's Guide to Tarot book with it. So it's a good deck if you're starting out because the book is very helpful. Okay, what do my lovely Aries need to know, please? Thank you. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. As do my lovely Aries need to know about money? Thank you. We have the King of Wands. We have the Sun. Nice. What else do my lovely Aries need to know, please, about money and prosperity? What do my Aries need to know about money and prosperity? Ooh, we have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. I thought one jumped out then, but obviously not. What else do my lovely Aries need to know? Thank you. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Swords. Our overall energy, we have 2. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So the 7 of Pentacles, this card is that card of nurturing what you are working on. So if you're working on a project currently, then it's about tending for it, caring for it, nurturing it. But also remember to give it space to breathe. This is the thing, when we're working on something, we can get so bogged down with the details and so intense with what we're doing that we don't actually take a step back and look at the bigger picture. So sometimes we need to take a step back and give things a chance to breathe. It's like when you plant seeds, you plant the seed, you water it, you fertilize it, you let the sun get to it, you let the air get to it, all of that stuff. But you don't keep going back every single day and touching the plant and, and trying to pick the fruit before it's ripe and all of that sort of thing. And if you see here, this chap, he is just standing there and observing his hard work. He's not actually doing anything much there. He's just watching it grow. So that's the kind of energy that is here, is that energy of letting stuff breathe. We also have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, she is all about the hidden knowledge. You know, that tapping into your higher self, to discover what it is that you need, what formula is going to work for you, if you like. Now, she has taken the alchemy of the magician, because, you know, the alchemy, the magician is the alchemist, and he mixes together all the elements. He has everything he needs. He has all the talents. He has all the skills. And then she sprinkles in her wisdom. And then the Empress, who's the next one along from this, would birth it forwards. At the moment, this is time for gathering that wisdom, for gaining that knowledge. Okay? So we're starting off with the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Now, the 10 of Cups, when it's in the upright, that's your card of love and community and all of that sort of stuff going on. But when it's in the reverse, there may be some disharmony in your life at the start of this fortnight. You may be struggling with some unrealistic expectations, and feeling a bit less than. But don't worry, you know, if that's the case, don't worry, it does get better. But if that's where you're at right now, then you know, it's not a surprise. You know, we've all been struggling in some way or another with everything that is going on in the world, and trying to make sense of nonsense, quite frankly. So then you're being offered a chance to collaborate here, to get your way out of this situation. Okay? We have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Now, the 5 of Wands, this is the card when it's in the upright. The 5 of Wands is that card of competition and conflict, and your ambitions getting the better of you and all of that. When it is in the reverse, then, you know, there may be a bit of in-group fighting. If you work in with a group of people, there may be a bit of petty squabbling going on within that group. But it's time to find a way to collaborate and work together here, you know, and not be overly competitive with your work colleagues, and try to avoid the conflict, but not if it's going to be to your detriment. You know, stand up for yourself if you need to, but try to do it in a more collaborative and cooperative way with those that you work with. Okay. And then underneath all of that, we have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords, this is the card of help coming in a timely fashion. So if you are struggling, if you are feeling a little bit discombobulated right now, do not worry, because help is on its way. And this help will help to move you out of these troubled waters into calmer waters. You can see here, this figure, he's the one, I don't know how you say driving a boat. It's not driving a boat, is it? But sailing the boat, I suppose. And he's taking these 2 figures and their swords, and he's taking them out of this choppy, troubled water here and off out into the calmer water. So it's help arriving in a timely fashion. Help when you need it will come. We then have the wonderful King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, he is the king of creativity, you know. He's a natural born leader. He's got a very entrepreneurial spirit. So if you are thinking that where you're working is not working for you, you know, if you're working for a boss and you want to branch out on your own, you know, this is the person who you can tap into that energy from, and really, you know, take that fiery energy and push yourself forwards in a more productive and creative way. Is to do with success. And I love that because there is success coming, especially as next to him we have this beautiful sun card here. And the sun, this represents success, you know, in all that you do. It's the one that illuminates everything, shines its light on you, shines its light on any problems, gives you that inspiration if you are if you're feeling blocked in any way. So yeah, it's sort of like the ultimate joy card here. So you are heading out of this feeling like you're not communicating well, you're not getting on with others, you're not doing particularly well. You know, this creative and entrepreneurial spirit can get hacked into, and the sun is there to say, let's heal you from this, let's shine your light and give you the joy and the abundance that you need, including financial abundance. There are some cautions here still, but we'll get to those. So also underneath this King of Wands is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is that card of union, that card of joining together with another person. So maybe you're thinking about starting a business with a friend, collaborating, or with a partner. But it's about that joining together and feeling that support and that love and that, you know, that spirit of someone's got your back, you know. And that's in the middle of the reading here. Now, interestingly enough, we have underneath this as well, next to this Six of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, the eights in the deck are about movement. And the Eight of Cups is about moving away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. So if you are working somewhere that isn't, you know, that isn't working for you, that isn't satisfying you, that isn't making you feel great, it may be time to rethink that and maybe start to make those plans to move away from it. You may be feeling by the end of this 2 weeks a little bit stuck and not knowing which way to go, because we have this Eight of Swords here, and the Eight of Swords is that feeling of being bound, that feeling of not knowing where to go because you don't have all the information you need. That's the High Priestess energy here, you know, that hidden stuff that you're just not sure, you know, which way to go, which way to turn, because you don't have all the information available to you. But remember that these binds, she could easily get out of these binds and move forwards, you know. So accept that help that is offered, and remember that the best thing to do is, if something is not right, walk away from it. If something is not helping you, not serving you, not making you feel like you're going to make money at it, then, you know, maybe it's time to walk away from that. But giving yourself time to breathe, time to look at what you've done so far, and giving your projects and you know, space to really sort of come together and see what they're capable of is the way to know which way to go. If that makes sense. Okay. So we also then have this Three of Swords chucked in between the Sun and the Eight of Swords there, which may be what is holding you back. So this is about your shadow work, you know, this is about something that is to do with a painful loss, something that has perhaps happened that has meant you've maybe lost a job, maybe you've lost an investment or something like that, and it's left you reeling here. But having this Three of Swords here, it means that there is that opportunity to heal, and especially as it is underneath that Sun, which is the ultimate healing energy. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for you this next couple of weeks, Aries. Let me just try and summarize that a little bit. So there is for some of you, there is that sense of being disconnected, of things not working, things not feeling right, not working well with who you're working with. And you've got that, well, do I walk away? Do I stay? Do I work through it? I'm not sure. That hesitance of the Eight of Swords there. But, only you will know. But I will say that there is something that, that help is on the way for, with that Six of Swords, coming out of those troubled waters. But there's also something that you may need to walk away from. Be prepared for that. But the sun is here to illuminate those issues, to illuminate those problems. So the sun is going to shine on whatever the high priestess is hiding, whatever she's keeping within her, that is making you feel like, well, you don't know how to move forwards because you don't have all the information. You will get the information. It will come to you. It just may not come to you immediately. It may be a bit of a tough couple of weeks. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes we have a tough time just cooperating with others. And it's a very strange time at the moment. Like if you're in the UK, things are starting to open back up again. They're not going to be open until the middle of June completely. But, with everything that's going on in the world, everything has been in a very discombobulated kind of energy. Everything has been in flux and nobody knows what's going on anywhere. So it's not surprising that conflicts have arisen, that money troubles have arisen and all of that. But what I'm saying here is hang tough, because help is coming, and you will get there. Let's see if we can have a clarifier on this Six of Swords. What is this help that's on its way? Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups, clarifying that. The Nine of Cups, this is about the universe wanting to give you your desires, so the universe wants to give you what you deserve. That's the help that's coming. The universe is stepping in to help you here. So let's have a look at this Eight of Swords. What's making us feel stuck? Thank you. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. I am a butterfingers today. Okay, this is an interesting combination. So whatever it is that you are not sure about, the Queen of Cups is here to say, harness your intuition. The Queen of Cups is water energy. She's very intuitive. She's very ethereal and sort of a go with the flow and very caring and all the rest of it. But she's, she is the one who uses her intuition. She's very much like the High Priestess in that respect. She is all about the downloads, all about what comes in her visions, in her dreams, in her meditations, and just that gut feeling. So there's a little bit of this needed, but there's also this Queen of Swords here. And the Queen of Swords is kind of the direct opposite of the Queen of Cups. She's the air energy. She is the communicator. She is the one holding that sword of truth. So there is a knowledge that is going to be gained, that is going to help you here. And it may be that you want to tap into, that one of these two people that could help you, or it may just be your own energy that you need to tap into. But the Queen of Swords, she is the one who tells it like it is. She tells the truth. She doesn't sort of mince her words. She says things in a very pragmatic way. But she's very knowledgeable and understanding and caring in that way. So strong and dynamic, but knowledgeable and truth-seeking. So there is something that you may need to seek the truth about, or may need to seek out some answers, but also there's an element there of needing to use your intuition to guide you. And that could come from this Two of Cups, whoever you sort of unite with, whoever you can rely upon to support you and get you through a difficult situation. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to be done with that. So let's take a look. I'm going to take a Butterfly Oracle card. These are Doreen Virtue, and they're for life changes, because I feel like something is about to change here. So let's see if we can get some help on that. So what do my lovely Aries need to know, please? What do my lovely Aries need to know, please? Okay. And we have sentimental feelings here. So maybe, yeah, I'm getting the sense that maybe sentiment is clouding your judgment a little bit. Let's take another one of these. What else do my lovely Aries need to know, please? Okay, so we've got sentimental feelings and motivation. So you might need to motivate yourself to get through this next 2 weeks a little bit. If you are lacking in motivation, find what it is that drives you. You know, is it that desire to provide for your family? Is it the desire to book a holiday? You know, whatever that is, whatever your motivation is, set that as your target, set that as your goal. Okay, let's take a healing with the angels. These are also Doreen Virtue. Thank you. Okay, and we have spiritual growth. So this, whenever we go through times of spiritual growth, you can usually guarantee that you'll hit some bumps in the road, and there will be some shadow work to do. And that's that Three of Swords there. When we grow, we have to shed certain things from our past in order to move on and in order to make that growth. So that's, you know, that's that spiritual growth going on there. So spiritual growth doesn't always feel great, but it's good because you're growing. Okay, that's lovely. And we get an answered prayer. Well, this is the, you know, this Six of Swords, the help coming in a timely fashion, and that Nine of Cups, the universe wanting to give you what you need and what you desire. That's your answered prayer right there. Okay? So like I say, it may be a case of hang tough for a little while, but don't panic. Okay, I'm going to take a Work Your Light Oracle. These are Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork is by Danielle Noel. So what does my lovely Aries need to know, please? Whee! Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So this is harnessing that King of Wands energy, you know, that creative energy, and the sun there as well. So yeah, you may be looking at starting something new. And maybe this is you branching out on your own, you know, in that entrepreneurial way. What else do my lovely Aries need to know, please? Okay, we have break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, so Aries, if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling like, you know, just history repeating itself, it's time to break the chains of that. Let go of that past, you know, and rewrite your future the way that you want it. And then we get unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, so some of you, this really is to do with a deep-rooted connection to something that isn't serving you. So you need to release those soul patterns. Let's take a healing of the fairies. These are Doreen Virtue. And then I'll probably close the reading. Let's see. What else do my lovely Aries need to know, please? Thank you. And we get stand your ground. Yes, you remember where I said with the Five of Wands in the reverse is, you know, is that need to cooperate and collaborate with others, but also, you know, standing up for yourself. Don't avoid conflict for the sake of avoiding it if it's something that needs to be said, you know. So stand your ground, stand up for yourself. Okay, let's see. Another one for Aries, please. Wait, that was way too many. What else do my lovely Aries need to know, please? And we get higher consciousness. That is the high priestess there. So yes, tap into your higher consciousness. You know, take time to stop and think and meditate, walk in nature, whatever it is you do to tap into your higher self, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, whatever you believe. But that higher consciousness is going to be needed in order to see you through this particular time. So it doesn't look like it's a time for particularly making money over this next 2 weeks. It doesn't look like it's a time for investing, but there is something that is bubbling under the surface here that may need to be solved and be looked at in order for you to move on. So just be aware that this next couple of weeks, it may feel tough, but hang in there because your prayers are going to be answered. Help is coming. The sun is there to illuminate the way, and the King of Wands is there to say you have the entrepreneurial spirit. If you want to branch out on your own, do it. Okay? So until next time, please do remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful April. See you in the next video. Namaste.